We spoke to your team yesterday. Congratulations first,
Thank
by
you,
the way.
brother. Merci beaucoup.
Okay. We spoke to your team yesterday. They were saying that you were calling for a first-round finish.
Yes, yes.
What took you so long?
Man, I really, the crowd was being so obnoxious. I had to drag out the beating a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, initially the plan was to get him out of there quickly, but the crowd was being so crazy. I was like, you know what? You guys don't deserve a quick ending to your suffering. I got to drag this out a little bit longer. So that's why I took my time a little bit.
On a parlé avec votre équipe hier et que vous avez parlé vous vouliez une finish dans le premier round. Pourquoi vous avez pris si longtemps alors? Bryan, il a répondu, les supporters, ils étaient tellement infects, il fallait que je le fasse souffrir en fait. C'est vrai, mon plan initial était de terminer rapidement. Mais je me suis dit, les fans, ils ne méritaient pas une finish rapide.
And here's what I'll say too: if it's my teammate with the big hair, you got to take everything he says with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's really worked up when he's talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could listen to about half of what he says. You know what I'm saying? He gets really. He gets carried away a little bit sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
It was him, yeah.
Yeah.
We can show you the footage.
Oh, my goodness. But I love him, though. That's my dog. That's my dog. Big Meek in the building.
En fait, Bryan, il ajoutait que si c'était mon coéquipier avec les gros cheveux, je pense, the big hair, il faut prendre ce qu'il dit avec une grain de sel parce qu'il s'emporte un peu, voire beaucoup.
But in all seriousness, a very good performance over a tough guy. Although he was 2-0 before fighting you, he was one of the biggest prospects for France. So beating him, I think that does a lot for your career. What would you say, and how would you rate your own performance here?
I'd give myself a B for that. I'd give myself a B. Strong finish. Not the best start, you know what I'm saying? I was rushing things off the rip. Once I really settled in and really started like doing what I do, then things started going the way they were supposed to, you know what I'm saying? So I give myself a B, you know what I mean?
Sérieusement, c'était une très grande performance. Vous avez battu un Français, un combattant français très prometteur. Quelle note vous donnez-vous pour votre performance? Bryan a répondu un B, parce que je ne sais pas que ça correspond à un point en français. 15? 15?
Do you guys do that grading system in France?
They do it at 20 points.
I think it's
At a 20 points, so if 20 is the best you can get,
Yeah.
so
16.
About 16, yeah, 16. It's passing,
That's
but
high.
it's not great.
That's
you know what I
high,
mean?
I would have said
That's high. Okay, maybe a 50,
14.
a 14.
Yeah, sorry.
He's rating you now himself.
Hey,
You said a B. B. It's not me. You said B.
Ignore him.
Alors, but I'm going to translate in French so I can.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah.
Je me donnerais un B, alors 14, 15, 16, comme vous voulez. C'était un finish très fort, mais je n'ai pas trop bien commencé en fait. J'étais un peu trop hâtive. Mais une fois que je me suis bien senti dans le combat et je faisais les choses que je voulais faire, et là les choses s'arrangeaient en fait.
So you said that the crowd was being very obnoxious. Now the post-fight celebration, they kind of make sense now.
I mean, the whole thing. And granted, I was prepared for that. Like, I was on the other end of this when the UFC came to Charlotte, and I was the hometown guy, and people were booing the mess out of the other guy just because he was the other guy. So it's one of those things. I knew people were gonna, be booing me, but it's still. you know, when you're in an arena full of people booing you and flipping you off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the kind of guy that's like, hey, I'll fight every single one of y'all motherfuckers. Like, yo, line them up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want some of this? Come get some of this. So, you know, Kevin was just like the conduit for me, you know, kind of giving the middle finger to all the fans out there today. But I say that, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather fight in front of a crowd that hates my guts and is booing me and trying to tear into me than a crowd that is indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the energy, man. That was amazing.
Thank you and congrats on your
Thank
fight
you,
once
brother.
again.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for the social media work. You got to collab with me on some of those posts, man. That's a...
For sure, let's go.
Okay.
La question, c'était maintenant que les célébrations après le combat, il y a du sens. Et Bryan, sa réponse c'était oui, j'étais préparé que ce soit hostile. Moi, j'étais dans le cas inverse quand tout le monde est venu à Charlotte. J'étais chez moi et tous les autres tuaient mon adversaire simplement parce que c'était mon adversaire. Je suis le genre de personne que quand il y a une arène plein de gens, je suis super content. J'aurais pu les combattre tous, mais j'apprécie vraiment ça. J'aime bien me combattre contre une foule qui me déteste. Ça donne beaucoup d'énergie.
You go quickly.
It seems that, congrats first. It
Merci.
seems like the winner of this fight can get a chance in the top 15. I think both of you are close to that. You won. Do you have a name you want to face, someone to call out, and what's your ambition in 2025?
They keep on asking me if I'm looking at anybody, but my problem is I'm looking at everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever wants it can get it. You know what I'm saying? 1 through 15, they're all on the list. You feel me? So, you know, whoever says yes, you know what I'm saying? The matchmakers call me and give me fights. I'm out here to fight people and get paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting any younger. So, you know, the answer is just yes. Are you looking at anyone in the top 15? Yes, everybody in the top 15. So we'll see what happens next.
But you think you deserve a shot?
Of course. I'm 7-1 in the UFC. Don't let the fool, not 6-1-1. I'm 7-1 in the UFC. So, yeah, of course, I think I deserve someone in the top 15. I think I'm top 15 right now.
Thank you. And what you're going to do tonight?
I think you know what I'm going to do tonight. Brother. I am going to find some of the best French wine I can get my hands on, and I might drink a whole bottle by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I got to explore the streets of France. You know what I'm saying? Paint the town red. I got to leave my mark. You know what I'm saying? I left my mark on this stadium. Now I'm going to leave my mark on the town of, or the place of Paris, France.
Enjoy your time.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Merci.
Vous avez gagné le combat. Est-ce que vous avez un nom dans le top 15, le top 15 que vous aimeriez bien combattre? Bryan a dit que je regarde tout le monde. Qui veut me combattre peut le faire. Je regarde tout le monde en fait. Et il a été demandé s'il mérite une possibilité de gagner pour le titre. Et il a dit oui, je suis 7 victoires et 1 défaite en UFC, alors oui. Et dernière question, qu'est-ce qu'il va faire ce soir? Je pense que vous savez ce que je vais faire. Je vais trouver le meilleur vin français possible et peut-être je vais boire toute la bouteille moi-même. Je vais explorer les rues de Paris.
Hey, Bryan, over here. We talked about your amateur career at the pre-fight conference. Do you think that helps you a lot when you have to stand against a guy like Kevin or any guy?
100%, absolutely. Kind of like I said the other day, you know, that's the whole point of an amateur career. You know what I'm saying? You want to fight the best people so that you can have all sorts of experiences so that no matter what happens inside the cage, you're able to adjust. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the biggest skill sets I think I have in MMA is my adaptability. You know what I'm saying? If something doesn't work, all right, boom, we move on to the next thing. If that thing doesn't work, boom, we move on to the next thing. I've felt everything. You know what I'm saying? I've gone against every kind of person, you know what I'm saying, there is. So it's like when I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, there's a freedom to being in there. You know what I'm saying? Where I know I'm prepared for every situation.
On a parlé de votre carrière amateur avant. Est-ce que vous pensez que ça vous aide? À 100%, absolument. Ça, c'est le but d'une carrière amateur, c'est de combattre les meilleurs combattants, de prendre des expériences pour, en fait, pour quand n'importe quel peut arriver, on peut s'adapter. Ça, c'est un de mes points les plus forts, l'adaptabilité. Quand quelque chose ne marche pas, j'essaie autre chose. J'ai combattu tout le monde. Alors, quand je suis dans le cage, il y a un certain liberté.
And the last one, I'm just wondering who got the better Dragon Ball tattoo, you or my Vegeta Majin Buu on my arm?
Come on, son. Come on, son. You talking about your forearm. You talking about your forearm. Make sure y'all get this. Come on, son. Come on, son. You know what I mean? Come on, son. You talking about your forearm, dog. I got this. You know how many hours I sat in the chair getting... Come on, son. Don't come at me with a forearm, big dog.
Nah, thank you, Bryan, and amazing battle.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for that, man.
Thank you, brother. Nice pun.
Bryan right here. So, first of all, congratulations with a win.
Thank you. Merci.
So, Kevin is a very durable fighter. He hasn't been TKO'd or submitted in his entire career. You come out there, you put a crazy pace on him, crazy pressure. Was that part of your game plan tonight?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I mean, when you're in the cage with me, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're in the cage with me. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to deal with that from the opening minute all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? And from day one, my pace has always been kind of like my greatest attribute. You know what I'm saying? Like as I've gotten more skills and as I've developed, you know what I'm saying? There's other things that people have been able to focus on. But I mean, at the end of the day, I can always fall back on my pace. You know what I'm saying? Like I work so hard. You know what I'm saying? I train so hard. I could have fought at that pace for like 20 rounds. You know what I mean? So, you know, so it's not really ever a part of the game plan. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you fight me, you're gonna have to deal with that pace, and no matter how tough you are, you're gonna break. So it's a matter of whether I catch you with something first or whether you just start breaking down physically and mentally.
Kevin, c'est un combattant très dur, mais vous avez mis beaucoup de pression sur lui. Est-ce que ça faisait partie de votre stratégie? Quand vous êtes dans le cage avec moi, il faut que vous pouvez le gérer. À partir du première minute jusqu'à la fin, mon tempo, mon capacité de combattre à ce tempo, c'est mon point le plus fort. J'ai développé des autres choses aussi, mais je peux toujours me fier de ça parce que je travaille tellement dur, je m'entraîne tellement dur, j'aurais pu combattre à cette vitesse ou à ce tempo pendant 20 rounds. En fait, c'est jamais parti de mon stratégie, c'est juste toujours là. Et peu importe qui vous êtes, vous avez besoin de suivre mon tempo.
And last question for me. Obviously, you're fighting in enemy territory. I could see it in the walkout. You were focused, and you finish Kevin. First thing you do, middle fingers to the crowd. even your post-fight interview, I even wrote it down. You had a crazy line. I know y'all did not think the Butcher was going to lose in a fist fight to a French dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Can you walk me through that moment? Because it seemed like you were just absorbing all the booze and just enjoying it.
Dude, I mean, you know, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is like this is what we do it for, you know what I'm saying? This is why I train the way I do, you know what I'm saying? This is why I put myself through what I put myself through. This is why I make the sacrifices that I make, you know what I'm saying? It's always, just in general, it's always blown me away, you know, people turning down fights or not wanting to fight places, you know what I'm saying? What is the point of training to fight if you're going to be afraid, you know what I'm saying? And then training the way I do, training the way me and my team do, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go anywhere. And so it's like going somewhere where no one wants you to win, that's exciting. You know what I'm saying? And then shutting everyone up, that's even more exciting. You know what I'm saying? I said the Butcher's never going to lose in a fist fight to a French dude, but, you know, to me, the Butcher's never going to lose in a fist fight to any type of dude. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a little bit sweeter that, you know, I beat a French dude in France and everyone was mad about it. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do, baby. We go, whether we're at home, whether everyone loves me, or whether we're in enemy territory, you know what I'm saying? We're coming out here to bust people's asses, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we did tonight.
Appreciate it, man. Congratulations.
Merci.
One more from me.
Just one sec. Bryan, vous étiez en territoire ennemi, hostile, mais vous étiez très focus. Et après le combat, vous avez donné le doigt d'honneur aux supporters. Bryan il a dit c'est ça ce qu'on fait en fait, c'est pour ça que je m'entraîne comme je m'entraîne, c'est pour ça que je fais autant de sacrifices. Je suis estomaqué par les gens qui refusent de faire un combat dans un certain endroit. C'est quoi le but? Pourquoi s'entraîner aussi dur si vous allez avoir peur? Pour moi, c'est très excitant d'aller quelque part où il n'y a personne qui veut que je gagne. J'aime bien fermer les bouches des gens. Moi, je suis prêt à combattre soit chez moi ou ailleurs.
One more for me. Obviously, you started MMA pretty late into your life, 21 years old, if I'm correct. A lot of people, a lot of kids as well, they're always thinking of starting MMA, but they're questioning, like, hey, is it not too late? Am I physically fit enough? Or just finding any reason not to start yet. You are a prime example of somebody that can make it big, even though they do start later in their life. What should you say to these guys that just find any reason to not start?
You know, in order to do anything, you know, you just have to start. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, anytime you start something, you're going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just going to wake up one day and be a prodigy. You know what I'm saying? You might have some more natural tendencies and be a little bit better than, you know, better at this than that, but period, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be bad at anything when you get started. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to play football, you're gonna be bad at football until you learn how to get good at it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play basketball, you know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to dribble a ball. You have to learn how to make a basket. You know what I mean? So, you know, anytime you want to do something, you just have to start. You know what I'm saying? And unless you start, you can't ever really discount yourself, you know what I'm saying? Unless you start, you can't ever really, you know, I guess the biggest thing is to just start, you know what I'm saying? Give it a shot, you know what I'm saying? And just commit to it, you know what I'm saying? Starting, committing, and believing in yourself will take you a really long way.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I know, you know what I'm saying.